hello. Hello. Hi. Hey, whoa, how's it going? Hello, everybody. Oh,
Happy birthday, my
hi.
lord. I got you a
Wow.
very special gift called soup.
Oh, no soup, please. No. No. The soup is for Saturdays, not for today. No refunds. Lonely Poro, thank you for the 7 months. It's very kind.
My lord, are you going to break some guns? Or are the guns already broken?
Thank you, Kyo, for the 5 months. Thank you, Prism, for the 10 months. Honestly, I think my main purpose is to break as many guns as possible. But we shall see. I am the gun, technically, so we may end up broken by heaven on high today. We'll see how it goes. Hello, YouTube chat. First time here and very hype all tonight. Welcome. Thank you for the
Grath
5
birthday
gifted
stream.
slider. Hi. Thank you. It's not my birthday. And thank you, Foxy, for the 5 months. And thank
Hi
you,
Rath.
Prof, for the 5
I
months.
literally
Hi.
just got home, so this is amazing timing. Hope you're having a good day.
What is,
My lord,
what
when
is
does
happening?
Cat play the game for you?
Wait, what, hi. Thank you for the 5 gifted Esper.
Wow, I can't believe you're closing in on the end of Soup Blood. It feels like yesterday you were at the end of a Soup Reborn and entering Heaven Soup.
The cat will start playing the game, just as soon as he gains opposable thumbs. My daughter refuses to play video games with mouse and keyboard, even though she does love to spam the keyboard
Happy
buttons.
Sunday, time to break the streamer.
Thank you. Hi. I don't know what has happened to cause this. Thank you. Thank you very much for the support, I guess. We've been streaming for a whole 7 minutes. So that's pretty. Thank you for the 13 months support. Thank you, Logan, for the hi. Thank you, Lavender, for the tier 2 for 11. Thank you. Hello, everybody. I really. They removed Heaven on High yesterday. No, you can't do this to me. Just came from watching a very old VOD where everyone was discussing whether or not Uncrustables and tomato sauce could be considered pizza. Happy to see we're still food focused on this Soup Sunday. Pizza soup next? I mean, thank you for all of the support, everybody. I don't know what has happened to deserve that, but it's very kind indeed. Sorry, Rath, I know you're paying me for these ads, but I'm working. Please forgive me. I'll do better, I promise. I'm not paying you for anything. And what are you talking about? There are no paid actors in my chat. There are no paid actors in the Wrath Games chat. There are none.
I'd like to order a number 3, extra cheese, PLS smile.
Thank you, Lorelai, for the super chat. Thank you, Saisha, for the super chat. Sure, I'll get I'll get a number 3 right up for you. Pizza soup here. Okay, you know what's a great thing to think about when you really consider it for more than a moment. There's a pretty normal meal, I would like to think, for some people. I don't ever do it, but is like a tomato soup and grilled cheese, and then you dunk the grilled cheese into the tomato soup. That is just pizza with extra steps. So that is soup pizza. You're welcome. I hope you enjoy. Every time you have that from now on, you can remember that it is just pizza with extra steps. No paid actors, but we have been tempered. Is that how this works? Have I accidentally tempered you all? Am I the icon? Hello, Mirror. How's it going? Chicago deep dish is pizza soup in a bread bowl. Oh, I prefer. I'd say it's more like a pizza lasagna than a soup. Lord of the Lonely. I'm so very sorry. What? Okay, minion roulette. Hold on. We roulette the minions. Oh, Zuko. Were you Zuko, or was the mammoth Zuko? I'm pretty sure you were Zuko.
I absolutely affirm I am not paid, and it is clearly not something written in the script I got sent after I got my contract.
Thank you, sweetheart. Yes, of tide, world was died. What's happening today? What are we doing? Where did this come from? Where is it? Hello, Linus. Welcome to soup, I guess. Okay, this is fun at the soup stream. Okay. I have I'm gonna thank you. I don't thought you were getting paid for this. Jokes to be that read the contract. Yeah, no, unfortunately the contract does state in subsection 123R that you are not being paid. What soup? I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea. Absolutely
not. To put soup in your title, you're welcome for the reminder.
Hi. Okay. There. Soup is now with the Tahai. Kuro, are you gonna knock the chair over? What are you doing? Tahai, look, what?
Happy birthday, chat, kin and rat. Zephyr middle finger.
It is definitely Kin's birthday. 100%. Absolutely. Definitely Kin's birthday. Not my birthday though. Thank you very much, Logan, for the 5 gifted. Oh yeah, Kin's birthday was like October. So yeah, it was like 2 months ago. But you know, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's great. There, Twitch chat, you have soup in the title. I hope you're happy. Add a channel point redeem that costs negative channel points so we can all be paid actors. Oh, that's a good idea. Okay. Yeah. This isn't 16. What happened to our world famous Clive streamer Wrath Games? That will make. I will possibly stream. I'd have to figure out a day to stream more 16, but it was a lot of fun. I don't know. I might do the same thing I did with Baldur's Gate and just become play it in my off time thing, but who knows? I might do it more streams. I don't really stream other games, so it's weird for me. I will figure it out. But thank you very much for all the support. I hope you have had a wonderful time. Why are we back with Gunbreaker? Okay, so I'm gonna... Here's the deal. Second boss of Castromabania has stuff... excuse me. Has a lot of stuff in it that requires shielding, and for that, I mean... If I want to survive that boss, I'm gonna have to shield through Vuln stacks, and my best bet for that is Gunbreaker. And the only reason it's Gunbreaker that's the best bet is because there are party stacks involved, so Sage will probably be a lot of suffering. So with that in mind, we're gonna have to get our little guy set up and ready to go. I have not touched Gunbreaker since A Realm Reborn. And now I have to Do it again. What is this? Rough divide. Wait, they got rid of my dash? What happened to my dash? What the heck? I liked that dash. I'm keeping it there. Alright. Do I have new actions that I haven't? They changed the dash. Okay, understandable. No mercy? Turns into Sonic Break? What? Okay, so I guess that means I can get rid of this. Oh my god. Just the rat games, the solo only rats game. Hello, look. Hello, a quick stop at a striking dummy. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Trajectory. Oh, it doesn't do damage anymore.
Happy birthday, Ralph
Okay.
Games, my favorite fantasy final streamer.
Thank you. Thank you. It's not yeah. Thank you. Very kind of you, even though it is not. This is an AoE dot. Part of light reduces visibility taken 5% party machinist, so probably there. Reduces damage taken by a party member or self by 15% for Heart of Stone. Swap out low blow and continuation as a successive firing. So that's probably, I'll put that on my buff button. Okay. That's what if Gunbreaker does not like to be touched? If Gunbreaker does not like to be touched, then we could just put the little gemstone back in its pocket and we can pretend like it's not there anymore. But I think it, you know, it did turn me into a Gunbreaker. So I'm pretty sure it's okay with thank you very much for the hype train for the start. What do I want Gunbreaker for? The main thing is Super Bolide, honestly. So, Super Bolide was that 9 seconds? 10 seconds? 10 seconds. I have a 10-second duration where I do not take damage, and so I do not gain the debuffs from anything that provides debuffs by dealing damage. So the 4 towers that go off one by one, we Super Bolide through those so I do not take 2 Vuln stacks. I try and get enough shield to make it so I don't take the first Vuln stack, and then every other one I can basically just ignore the party stacks and be a lot safer, is what we're really looking for. So, with that in mind, I've got to get Gunbreaker to level 69. And then we've got, if you weren't here for yesterday's Twitch stream, our Wondrous Tales has been completed. We have been absolutely betrayed. I had a 36% chance to get my 2 lines, and they did not give it. What's nice? Oh, okay. No, Anyway, we get to level 69, and then I use this Wondrous Tales to finish the level because it'll be a full level at this point. And Heaven on High should be very fast leveling in this level range. We shall see. Fixed party. I'm gonna start at floor 21, and we're gonna give it a go. Also, this will be a nice way for me to get used to all of the Gunbreaker skills, like bow shot. And then I can move things around as I need. So this is kind of like the Paladin thing, I'm guessing. Circle of Scorn. And this is the AoE version of Nash. Paladin would be straight up worse until spells heal anyway for solo, would it? I don't know. I mean, I'd kind of assume that it's not the greatest because it doesn't have like a lot of built-in healing like everything else does, but who knows? Heart of Stone is just a damage reduction, 15%. Okay. Oh, I prefer the Aether Pool, honestly, but that's not bad. That's not bad. I can't complain about that. Yeah, so this is just circle score. That's cool. What is, I'm gonna try this myself. Hold on. So I'm currently under the effect of Brutal Shell. You can see that little bit of shield there. I'm gonna do it when there's no end. So I'm under the effect of Brutal Shell. I hit this. Okay, it does not. Alright, unfortunate. I was really hoping that the applies the effect to target would like reapply or double my Brutal Shell, but that's fine. Here we go again. At least it's not going to be anywhere near as bad as though. Thank you very much for the 5 months, Horizon. Gunbreaker is currently level 61. Goal of today's stream is to get Gunbreaker to 70. That's my ideal. We shall see. Your bias against Paladin will bite you, and I'll be here waiting. It's not a bias against Paladin, I'll be honest with you. The main reason that I'm so against Paladin is because of the extreme amount of work required to get it on par with my other classes right now. We're talking getting Paladin from like level 10, maybe, at most. I don't even think it's level 10. So that's the main reason I avoid it. It's not that I sit here thinking, oh, Paladin's going to be terrible at everything. I have the understanding that I dislike the fact that Paladin's healing makes me stop dealing damage. I do personally believe that Paladin will be worse off at most of these instances than Warrior would be or than Gunbreaker would be. But the main reason I'm not doing Paladin is just because of how much work it's going to be to level Paladin. It's not that Paladin doesn't have much self-healing, it's that it doesn't have any non-GCD heals until 82 and 84. Yeah, that's another big one for me. For level synced stuff, it doesn't... It's not... It just... That bit that I said a second ago. If I'm playing this video game, then I would like to heal while also dealing damage. I cannot do that on Paladin for level sync at all, basically. Sometimes foreshadowing is relatively obvious. Hey, no, I'm not doing Paladin for this. I'm gonna be straightforward and completely open and honest with you. I would be shocked out of my mind if Paladin could properly survive this. Maybe it's got the mitigation to handle the party stacks better, but I don't know. I don't know. It does not seem like a thing that could be done to me. Maybe. I haven't played Paladin enough at this rate, honestly. Oh, what is that? Oh, this is like a new... Oh, okay, hold on. This is much more important than I gave it credit for. Okay, so... This? Oh, okay. It's not like an AoE version, it's a weave. That's pretty cool. How much donut to level Paladin to 100 in Palace? No. Absolutely not. You would pay my bills for the month. Pay my bills and pay my rent and pay my everything for the month. Then sure, maybe. That's too much. Too much. How much for the month? I'm not saying. This is a dangerous road. Oh, God. The only thing I don't like with my set, I don't get to use my dash for damage. That sucks. YouTube chat, every once in a while I might have some difficulty seeing you for a bit, just because the YouTube chat pop-up has enjoyed doing this thing recently where it just tells me it runs out of memory and then the page crashes, but like every other Chrome page is still fine. So I've got no clue why just YouTube chat does this. You also get a continuation effect for Burst Strike and Faded Circle later. Okay, gotcha. Chat, help the hiccups. Okay, hold on. Are you allergic to peanuts? This is important. I have a 100% guaranteed method to get rid of your hiccups, but you need to not be allergic to peanuts. Yes, I want you to go into your kitchen, take a spoon, take like a quarter spoonful of peanut butter and just put it in your mouth. And it will immediately be gone. Like a decent amount of peanut butter, so it gets onto your tongue and it will be gone immediately. Okay, Grandma? What do you mean, okay, Grandma? How dare? What the heck? This is probably going to be a pretty slow run through for Gunbreaker. At least the first time. I'm going to try and slowly get more confident with the class. But for right now, we can get through 4 floors instantly. Do I have allergies? I do not have allergies, but somebody very close to me does. They're allergic to a bunch of stuff. Thankfully not peanut butter. But I guess I don't really care about peanut butter that much. That's the thing, I've been saying it a bit recently, chat, of like, it has just recently been introduced into my life to have to pay attention to food allergies. It's absolutely insane to me how different life becomes as soon as you just introduce one allergy that could be in a food, that could be in like shampoo. Coconut is one. Oh my god, every single soap on the planet uses coconut. Why? It's not even just, it's not for like it's the coconut scented soaps. No. I bet you almost like $1 bajillion, okay? You could go into your bathroom right now, pick up your shampoo, pick up your body wash, and then read it. And you're going to find something on almost every single one of them that says coca or coca, C-O-C-O or C-O-C-A. That is coconut. That is a coconut derivative that they put in absolutely everything for no reason except to make it a little bit more sudsy. And that's it. And it's always just stuff that you don't expect, right? It's always just like, and it's never blatantly stated as coconut. It's just a derivative. And so you don't know if it's in it. And that's the worst bit. Do you have any idea how to beat Hades? I'm not really planning to think about that stuff. I normally welcome. It's good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Normally for this sort of thing, I don't plan for a fight unless it is a time requirement, like with the Crystal Tower, I don't plan for fights ahead of time. Ever. I always take things as they come. They're always their own individual hurdles to get past. Because I never know what the heck is going to stop me. I do not know if I'm making it all the way to Hades, you know? That's my big problem, right? It's easy to say, like, there's nothing else in Stormblood that's a problem. I have been stopped by 2 dungeons in a row now, and the trial for Lakshmi. Nobody expected Lakshmi. I didn't expect Lakshmi. I thought Lakshmi was going to be the same as everything else. It was going to be too difficult of a fight to be able to do level sync, and then doing it Silent Echo was going to be super easy, and then Lakshmi would be done in like a day. Lakshmi took like 3 weeks. And look at what I'm doing right now to get past that dungeon, you know? So I'm very much a figure it out when I get there at the moment, just because we're not sure. You know what I mean? Just because I'm never really sure when this ends. I am very excited for those fights, though. Hades is probably one of my favorite fights in the whole game, like cinematically. Absolute masterpiece. All the Shadowbringers fights I'm super excited for. It'll be very fun. I mean, you did Lakshmi to yourself, but that's the thing. It was because it was possible. I didn't do it to myself. That's just how my rules work. If it's possible, I do it level set. If it's possible, I do it Silent Echo. I do it with the minimum possible buffs. I want to over-level things as little as I can. We haven't gotten there yet, Mahogany. Maybe by the time we get there, there's something that can be done, you know? That's the cool thing for me. And I never know until we get there. I'm not gonna spend like 3 weeks trying to figure out if SOS can be done when I'm not even there, you know? I was invulnerable to that trap? What happened? What? What? Whoa. Hey! That was really... Wait, what the heck happened? How did I do that again? That was amazing. Yeah, we really take those. Okay. Again, would have preferred Aether Pool, especially at this point. But what can you do, I guess? I totally should have fortuned that for the silver chest chance. I don't need any golds, because I'm all set to just kill boss here. But a fortune for that for any silvers might have been nice. We got really... Is that 3 Magicites on 1 floor set? That's stupid lucky. Okay. Play. We're currently leveling. That's the main one. We'll worry about all of the future stuff later. For now, I'm living my best life. I really like continuation. This is a new thing they added, right? Why did Titan show up? That was a Magicite. So Magicites, I did it on the other floors as well. I used Garuda and Titan. It's not a new thing. It was always okay. So that's just I've never gotten to the higher level with Gunbreaker. That makes more sense. So Magicites. Hold on. There we go. That's better. Think again. Magicites is something that you can get in Heaven on High at specific floors. Not specific floors. From silver chests. And the silver chests, when you use a Magicite, there are 4 different Magicites that can be done. You've got the... what's it called? You've got the Titan, Ifrit, and Garuda, which are all very, very good at clearing floors. If you use it, it kills every single enemy on the floor instantly. And it'll do about 30% of a boss's health. And then there's the Odin Magicite, which I believe just instantly kills a boss, but I'm not entirely confident on that. I know it at minimum does a crazy amount of damage to the boss. Odin is made specifically for bosses. It just auto KOs the boss? Okay, great. Yeah, that's what I thought. So, if you ever feel like doing Heaven on High, I'm just gonna tell you right now, if you get an Odin, you are the luckiest human being on the planet. Save it for the highest floor boss you can do. If you're going all the way to floor 90, save it for 90. Because that's just an instant pop on any boss. Just immediate. Magicite, yeah, absolutely the best gimmick for any deep dungeon. No question. Okay, so this is the general cycle. It's not going to be too bad, I don't think, for getting to level 70 here. I get 1,010,000 experience. 1,010,000 experience for every floor set. So I get just about a little less than 2/3 of a level. Right now I get 2/3 of a level. It's probably gonna fall off a bit, but we're mostly gonna get a level every other run at minimum. Don't forget the travel quiz. I'm probably just gonna do this for now, just because it's super quick and easy. I don't have that much of a problem. That was 1,010,000 XP. Yeah, I have. So, okay, let's talk about experience. It's been a while since we've had any experience chat. I get a 300% XP bonus. Let me just show this off here. 300% XP bonus. That is my Road to 90 buff, the Armory bonus, and, oh, what was the other? I have 3 100% bonuses. It's the Road to 90 buff, it's the Armory bonus, and it's the oh my god, I'm completely blanking. Azure, am I crazy? No, not rested. Rested doesn't apply for this. Maybe it is. No, it's just Armory, because the Armory and Road to 90 are multiplicative. They're not additive. So we get the 2 times experience from Armory, and then we get the 2 times experience from Road to 90, and then it turns into 4 times experience with the 300% XP bonus from Armory bonus, and that's it. So Armory bonus, if you didn't know, is just your lower level classes will get a 100% boost to experience gains. If I'm on Astrologian, I'll get an extra 100%. Because everything is below level 100, we get that Armory bonus forever. And then Road to 90 is only on specific data centers. The sun, did you not even following? Thank you for the follow, Loki. And thank you, Sick, for the follow as well. This is very kind. does turn into 50%. Oh, the armory bonus. Yeah, armory bonus is 50% at current level range. Current X-Pack level range, armory bonus is cut in half, but all prior X-Pack level ranges, it's 100%. If I'm... Yeah. Either way, hi. I don't have to worry about the XP too much, so there's a new one for me. Either way, base XP for Heaven on High is 250,000, double what Palace of the Dead gave us, basically. And with my 300% experience bonus, College of Willikers, we've got 1 million XP per run. I think... What the heck was I gonna do? I think I'm gonna try a proper run on Gunbreaker because of how much XP we get. I'm gonna get through this a lot faster than I thought. I thought this was gonna be like a 7-hour day to get Gunbreaker to level 70, but really, how fast did I get through those floors? That didn't feel like it was long at all. You also have to do your job quest if you want continuation for Castrum Abani. Okay. Thank you. Good catch. I'm going to be very careful with every job quest from now on because of how angry at myself I am for getting inner release. If you were not here for the day where we were talking about inner release was the biggest mistake I have ever made. Chat goaded me into getting inner release. I didn't think about it, and so I just went and got it. Inner release changes warrior so that what was previously berserk, which turned the next 3 attacks into a guaranteed critical direct hit, now only turns fell cleave or decimate into critical hit direct hits. So I cannot be using my Storm's Path healing combo for inner release, which means I have lost a massive amount of my DPS. I can only use it in fights where I have space to not use healing. The fact that I unlocked this in a quest was a massive mistake. And we didn't even think about it until I got to Castrum Abania. It was Castrum Abania that we did that. I don't know. Yeah, I've got no idea. I mean, I kind of get it. For a normal person's point of view, inner release only doing fell cleave is a big positive, because then you're able to use your infuriate, and it doesn't, because infuriate changes fell cleave to something that isn't fell cleave, it's not overlapping and wasting berserk stacks. But also, for us it sucks. It only sucks for me. It is a massive upgrade for everyone else in the universe, but me, it's terrible. Inner release doesn't actually help you until 90. When is the point? Yeah, that's a good point. When does inner release boost my heals? Actions, primal rend. Damage dealt, critic cycle. I need the bit where primal rend auto crits heal. Okay. So 96. Inner release to primal wrath. 3 stacks. Carry any effect of inner release. Is that okay? And then primal wrath. All nearby enemies of 100. Okay, so yeah, wow. Inner release is literally just the worst thing that has ever happened to us. Can't you just unlearn inner release? Honestly, I wish. Like I'll email Square Enix if they'll fix it for me. If I can unlearn inner release, I'll do it. Please, please, I will do it. But I just don't have the ability to. Not that I know of, at least. That's literally the only thing that I can think of. Is like maybe I just email Square Enix and I just hope that they change that for me. But there's no way. It was so long ago now that a rollback wouldn't be possible. Now that we've got sinks to 70, yeah, that really just does obliterate my DPS. It sucks. It's fine. I'm not like that murdered over it. I just went on this tangent because somebody brought it up and I thought it was funny. So that's what we're dealing with now. I've got... What is this? Is anybody else seeing this guy? Am I crazy? What are they doing? Why are they just going in and out? Are they like... Are they a speedrunner? Are they trying to get a good floor set? But like it's you're only setting up one floor. Will you touch Paladin ever? If there's something that can definitely be done with Paladin that I cannot pull off with Warrior, yes. But I'm gonna have to level Gladiator all the way back up from 0. Accursed Horde farming? What's Accursed Horde farming? He's just really fast. Yeah, okay. That's kind of cool. Okay, somebody's got to tell me what the heck that is, because that sounds cool. Is it like... Okay, no, wait. I think I can imagine it. You get an intuition, you enter the floor, you use the intuition. If there is an Accursed Horde, you go and get it, and then you leave. If there isn't, then you just leave immediately. Is that it? Okay. Huh. That's pretty cool. Do you want the answer to that with Paladin? Not just yet, Callus. Not just yet, but maybe. Don't you lose the Pomander? No, because you reset the floor. So you can just keep doing it over and over and over again. You don't have to finish the floor and keep the Accursed Horde. You just have to find it. The big thing for Paladin is just the mass amount of mitigation. I will say, Gunbreaker is really, like, we're kind of close to Paladin with the sheer amount of mitigations I have on this class. So that's kind of cool. Okay, I'm going back in. I'm going to start doing just a full run. I'm going to... Yeah, I might as well. I'll keep that for whatever. This will be my brief lone hero attempt for the day. Unfortunate. This is the floor set where I want Magicite drops. Instance limits are only for dungeons? Does this count as a dungeon? No, that's a good question. I've never thought about that before. Do deep dungeons count as a dungeon, or is it only talking about actual deep dungeons? Or actual dungeons, I mean. Okay, yeah, so it doesn't, it's not technically a real dungeon, so it shouldn't hit instance cap at all. Okay, we'll go for as much as we can. I want to make sure we've got the best possible setup. Always play Sage. I'm only worried about Sage because I'm trying to do this level synced. If we're going for Silence Echo and I still can't manage it, then Sage would probably be my answer to it. But Sage right now doesn't have, how do I describe this? Sage's healing, and the reason that Sage was so good for us in Balser's Wall was because I was able to use the higher level heals that I won't have access to on level sync. We had Holos. Holos was basically the crux of that entire thing. If I did not have every single mitigation, every single heal, including the Holos heal, I would not have been able to do Balser's Wall. So we basically Sage can do it if it's Silence Echo, and I have no other choice, most likely, so long as it can survive the party stacks. I'm not sure if it can survive the party stacks, but it should be able to, maybe. What's the Wrath Lore on Baelser's Wall? Baelser's Wall sucks. Baelser's Wall was the first time in a long time where we got a Magitech enemy, basically. Magitech was the first super hard wall in this entire challenge, with the Black Eft for Castrum Meridianum. The Black Eft was with our equipment and being synced and even Silence Echo, just like basically practically impossible as a fight, which sent us down a very long rabbit hole of having to unlock equipment upgrades at Mastercrafts, which was a lot worse than I had ever imagined it could be, which was miserable and did great. So that happened. That was a great time. Black Eft was the first bad Magitech. After the Black Eft, there was not another Magitech until Baelser's Wall. And then Baelser's Wall, the first boss of Baelser's Wall, has an attack that will guaranteed, always, no matter what you do, deal half of your health. And I mean half of your max health, not current health. So, we were not even able to do that on Silence Echo with Warrior. Like, it just could not happen. And then the only answer that we had for it was Sage, and I suck as Sage. I'm really bad with healers. So, have I watched Shangri-La Frontier? I watched watched a little bit when it was first starting to release. I watched up to episode 3, and then I read the manga for a bit. How many times did that attack happen? Constantly. I think it's every 30 seconds, maybe every minute at most. It is a very, very constant. You can basically assume if Warrior can't heal through it, it happens normally more often than like every 25 seconds. No, not 25. Probably like 30 seconds. If it happens every 30 seconds, I get Raw Intuition back up once, and I go through all 3 GCDs just barely in time. So that would probably be my cutoff point for like, this is, if it can't be done on Warrior, that's most likely why, because of how stacked up they are. The rocket was every 25 seconds on the dot. Okay, that was it then. At least there's no Magitech and Shadowbringers. That's true. It's very true. You know what? Yeah. Now that you mention it, there's no Magitech and Shadowbringers. Not that I can remember. Oh my god. This is gonna be great. No gravity damage. I swear, if something else does gravity damage, I'm gonna be so angry. I might as well cite, I guess. Unfortunate. What's the plan for Gunbreaker? We're getting Gunbreaker up to level 70, so I can start attempting to use it for Caster Mabanya. Gunbreaker is first. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'm really hopeful Gunbreaker will work. I don't know if it will. If Gunbreaker doesn't work, am I going to put in the effort to grind Paladin up to try Paladin? I don't think so. I'm not sure. The weapons count as Magitech? I know they're not mandatory. No, they do not. Normally, if they don't have the Magitech prefix, they do not use gravity attacks. It is very, very rare for anything without the prefix of Magitech to use a gravity attack. There's one A rank hunt in A Realm Reborn, and there's one oh, what is it? It's one of the Blue Mage enemies. It's one of the enemies that Blue Mage needs for a spell. I can't remember what the heck it is, but anyway, something like that. I also will say I don't count 1,000 Needles as gravity damage, even though it's technically typeless damage that does a set number. I don't count 1,000 Needles as gravity damage. I count 1,000 Needles as 1,000 Needles. It does exactly as much damage as it says it does, and it can be shared amongst people, and it's weird, and I don't like it because it stinks, and that's it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure technically 1,000 Needles would be like gravity damage. What does Wrath hate his paladin main so much? It's not that I hate the paladins. It's that my paladin is literally level 0. I don't want to have to level it up to 70. That's gonna take forever. Oh my god. The fact that you know that is wild. I mean, I may not be correct about it. This is me making assumptions with the memory of the video game that I have. Up to here, I'm pretty confident with that. I'm very certain that there is the one A rank that does gravity damage that is a, they're a Mamulja, and they are in, Somerset, so, Southern Lenosha? It's the starter Lenosha zone. It's got Somerset. I can't remember if that's Southern or Eastern, because I always get caught up on Fenland. Eastern is like the higher level one and the further away one, and then I think Lenosha it's not. Funny interaction with the mechanic in FRU and set damage in phase 3. Boss uses an attack coded to deal your max HP -1, setting it at 1 health. The attack snapshots your HP when the cast starts. So if you lose max HP during the cast, like if your food buff falls off, the attack kills you. Oh my god, that's fantastic. I love that. That's hilarious. Please. Put that in everything else. Middle Lenosha, that's what it is. Yeah, okay. I knew it was something weird. I knew it wasn't Eastern. Thank you. Do you ever plan for Solo to get a relic weapon? Solo will probably get a relic weapon for Endwalker, but I don't think I'm gonna do any other relic weapons. There's always a chance, right? There's always a chance that it's useful, but normally by the time I've gotten to a point in an expansion where it would be useful, I have better gear anyway. And the only real positive to the very long grind for relics is just getting the, what's it called? Just getting to allocate the substats however I want. But it is a very, very long grind for not that big a difference, I guess, is all. We'll be going for, I just said it. We'll be going for the Endwalker relics, but that'll be when we're closer to the very end of this, either way. So that is, the Endwalker relic will be the best weapon I can ever get. It will be the final weapon for Solo, basically, whenever I get it. Honestly, this, I don't know if I like this. I don't know if I like that my dash doesn't do damage anymore. Because, like, I don't really have OGCDs. I guess when I have continuation, it picks back up. And Gunbreaker is meant to be played from like 70s, so. Can't you only get the relic weapon once the run is functionally over? No. I'll be completing the full Endwalker expansion, so the run does not end until 6.55 is complete. That will be the final bit for solo. So I'll have it for all of Host. Breakers 3 DPS in a trench coat. I wish it was. That would be great. Gunbreaker OGCs are danger blastings on Close Shock and continuation, not including nits. Yeah, that's my main issue with it. With how much Gunbreaker have at 80 plus, it's such a nice change for non-damaging gas closers. Okay, I can see that then. If there's a lot of OGCDs at a higher level that you're trying to fit in, then that makes sense. We're on lower floors, so I don't really care that much for safety. I can just wing it and do the middle. That's technically why I should care about safety, but I've got mitigations for a reason. And I've got bow shot. Oh, you know what? Aw, Sonic Break doesn't count. I was gonna say Sonic Break should technically count now, but yeah, I guess not. Unfortunate. Okay, Palace days are normally the bad days for us. How has stream been so far, chat? Are we looking good? No interruptions? Is stream chat slipping off the side? It's not slipping off the side, but it is more left than I normally have it. Here, let me just, I think that's about where it usually was. No, it needs to be a little further. There, that's good. No, that's still too far. Yeah, that's as good as it's gonna get. Okay. Yeah, it's been fine. Okay, great. Fantastic. Glad to hear it. At least, so it'll be hopefully just the luck of the draw for stream days, I guess, on if it's gonna be rough internet or not. Should hopefully get good stream days, but we shall see. Also, I will let you know that the grind never stops. I have committed to the thing that I said that I would never do. One, because I think it's really funny, and two, because I feel like it. I am, in fact, now one of those streamers. I am playing old school RuneScape on my other monitor while we are doing this. While I'm playing Heaven on High, I've got old school RuneScape up on the other monitor, right with you, chat. Say hello to RuneScape. I gotta do it. I can't. I have to be yes, I'm doing leagues. I'm currently sitting in my house and spending money on an altar so that I get a higher prayer level. It's great. The heresy. 0 XP waste. Exactly. No XP waste in this household. I am a Golden God enjoyer. How can I not be? You're telling me you don't want to have 2.147 billion GP on a League's Iron Man? Come on! Hi RuneScape, what skill are you training? I'm currently doing prayer and magic at the same time. I am soloing RuneScape, but that's just because the leagues require you to be solo. Ancient enchantment invigorates your humors, adding... Oh, that was just the infinite sprint. I thought that was from the chest for some reason. Oh, raising is huge. I didn't know we could get raisings this far down. You miss old school RuneScape, kinda? I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't think I miss old school RuneScape. For as much as I play old school RuneScape every once in a while, I don't think I ever really miss it. I think it's just sort of that thing that I get drawn to every once in a while, you know? Like, occasionally I'll play it for a bit, but I'm never, like, I never have the same urge to play it like I have the urge to play Minecraft, you know? Nostalgia sake? I can't even call it nostalgia, honestly. My nostalgia sake one is RuneScape 3. Because I played RuneScape 3 for most of my young life. You playing the range build? Absolutely. I watch settled videos. There's no way I'm not playing the ranged build. You better believe I'm... Okay. That makes no sense to anybody that hasn't played old school RuneScape. Okay. I'm gonna tell you about a fun little thing that's happening right now in old school RuneScape, another video game. It is not Final Fantasy 14. Please don't be mad at me, Yoshiki. Old school RuneScape basically is currently doing something called Leagues. It is an event. You can imagine it's kind of like our thing with the cloud servers. Do you remember the cloud server thing that we did? Where everybody just got to make new characters and you got to have like super high level stuff really quickly, and you just got to do a bunch of cool things and be silly and be ridiculous with each other. Imagine that. It's like a once every 2-year event, and they buff the experience that you gain, so you level everything way faster. I think it starts at 5 times and goes up to 12 or 16 times the experience. And you get a bunch of cool relics. So let's say you unlock I unlock the Gunbreaker, I unlock the Deep Dungeon relic, all right? Deep Dungeon relic guarantees every single floor will have an accursed horde on it. The accursed horde will never give fireworks or other useless junk items, and I always immediately know where the accursed horde is. Plus some other buffs, like I get a 200% damage buff in Palace of the Dead or something like that, you know? That's a relic that you get for Leagues compared to like 14. That would be one of the relics, basically. So now I'm just kind of playing with that. And currently, what I was talking about before, the range build stuff, is sort of like, if you can imagine, you know how Pictomancer is the strongest class in the entire game? What if you made Pictomancer actually have instant casts for literally every spell? You can use your strongest spells without cooldown. And you heal for like 80% of the damage that you deal. That's basically the range build for RuneScape Leagues in terms of Final Fantasy. Sounds fun with the world of RuneScape, but it's so grindy. That's the whole point of Leagues, is being able to do the... Yeah, that was from me. I apologize. I don't know what the heck caused that sound, but it was something. That is basically the whole point of Leagues, right? It's for people like me who aren't really able to get to the level where they can do the cool stuff that they want to do, to just get to do it and experience the end game and go super fast and do it super overpowered, so you don't have to be like really good at the game to do it, you know? We are stuck again, yes. We're currently stuck on the second boss from Castrum Abanya. That's why we're doing Gunbreaker right now. could be a Magicite. Thought your computer was bad because it clipped Studio Paint. I honestly don't know what the heck my computer was mad about. Favorite comment about Picto is that this is obviously Square Enix's attempt to keep jobs from being too homogenized, and Picto's unique job identity is being really good at ultimates. But on a side note, I don't know how they can fix the Picto problem. I mean, the thing is, right? Why is it a problem? I think that's a weird one for me, right? I understand that Picto is very strong, but why is Picto existing a problem? I get, why would they not just do what they said that they've done and just bring everything else on par with it, and then we're okay. Just buff everything else up so that it's comparable. It's a problem because having Picto allows for more mistakes in your group, so not having Picto makes the entire fight harder in the process. I mean, yeah, you could say the same about bards. Having a bard in your party is going to make things a lot harder. Having a dancer in your party that doesn't use dance partner, having a red mage that never uses embolden, you know, like it. Not everyone is an ultimate. I will. Okay, a hot take, sure. But there are so few ultimate raiders in this game, I can never care about what the ultimate raiders are talking about. I am an ultimate raider. I have done ultimates. I will never in my life think that something should be balanced because of ultimate raiders. Because you have to understand, you're not just talking about a very small amount of people playing this game. You are talking about basically the best of the best. You are talking about the people that will do the highest damage always. Because that's what it takes to clear ultimates. For everyone else, no one cares. You know? It's a fun class. So I'm kind of like, I don't know. You gotta remember that when we're designing an MMO, you can't just design it for one group of people. You have to understand how many people do specific content. I'm sure Square Enix has analytics on what percentage of players do ultimates, what percentage of players do savages, what percentage of players just sit around and do crafting all day and never touch a fight in their entire life. And they are building all of this content and they are balancing all of these things for the highest percent, because those highest percents are the player base that matters. That's how it works. It's only a problem in Ultimates, but the disparity between Picto and the other DPS jobs is the biggest disparity I've seen in a long time. There's always gonna be one. You know? Isn't, less for a problem. Are you winning? We're winning pretty so far. I'd say so. Yeah, that's about 1 million experience. We're now level 60. Did we level up? I'm pretty sure we leveled up there. I was not paying enough attention. Okay. Anyway, what was I about to say? Oh, it's the same as with... I can compare it to another game real quick. I'm just going to compare it to RuneScape again, right? In RuneScape 3, there was you can like summon pets to help you out with fights, right? There is a pet in RuneScape 3 that everyone uses because it is the most powerful. It is the best one. It helps you the most with fights. It does the most damage. It heals you while you're fighting. And they nerfed it because it was the one that everyone was using. You have to understand. There's gotta be a point where you'd stop. Because there's always going to be one. People don't play video games to have a variety of options for what the top end game stuff is going to be. People chase biz for a reason. It wasn't Ripper Demon this time, it was the Bloodveld. The Bloodveld healed you, it made stupidly high poison damage when you bursted with it and that stuff. There's always going to be a best, right? There's always going to be one. So just let there be one. It doesn't have, you don't have to go that crazy with it, you know? Like, change it up every once in a while, sure, but I'm not for nerfing things into the ground because other things aren't as strong as it, you know? I hate that level 30, pre-level 30 pick to just press A to win. That's every caster in the game. Unfortunately, that's just all of them. Have you ever played Black Mage pre-60? Oh god. Fire 1. Fire 1. Fire 1. Transpose. Blizzard 1. Thunder. Blizzard 1. Transpose. Fire 1. Their playstyle should be different, their damage should not. I mean, I kind of, I don't know. Here's another question. Why do we care? That's what I want. And that's not, I don't mean that, like, condescendingly. I mean legitimately. Why do you care? What is the reason that you care about the differences? Because at the end of the day, my mindset with it, at the very least, I don't care about what's happening. Did I kill the boss? That's all I care about. If the boss is dead, doesn't matter to me if I'm doing less damage than the Pictomancer. I have the class that I like. Care because it makes older content even less relevant because of how quickly things die. That's just going to be a constant, though. That's just power creep. That's just how it works. You're playing an MMO. Unfortunately, that's just how it's going to be forever. But I do get it. I understand. I wish that there was a better way to handle things like power creep. But when you're in an MMO that's been alive for how many years? Has 14 been up now? 10 at least? 11? Only thing it's an issue of people being forced out due to them not playing Picto. Yeah, that I can agree with. Absolutely. Definitely. But that's a community issue. That's not, like, something for Pictomancer. Like, it's something that they should address with Pictomancer. Like, if it's that big of a difference that you're going to kick someone out of your party, first of all, you're just a terrible person. If you're kicking someone out of your party because they're not playing a specific class, I think you need to reevaluate what you're doing. But also, like, man, this, I don't know. I just kind of, I feel like, for me at the very least, I've always just had the mindset, you gotta understand, I had a static that I ran back with my FC when I was still in my FC. That was from the last tier of Eden through the second tier of Pandemonium. Hello, Hab! How's it going? How was your stream? Sorry, I'm in the middle of a rant. You'll have to excuse me for a minute. I had a Savage party that I played with. I had a Savage team that I took part in. It was a wonderful experience. It was a great time. We did a bunch of cool stuff together. We cleared Pandemonium 1 to 4. We cleared Pandemonium up to 7, I think. We cleared phase 1 of 8, but then we stopped before we cleared phase 2. And I want you to know right now that in that static that I cleared, basically 3 tiers of Savage with, we did not have a ranged. I had 2 casters, myself and my Black Mage, and I had 2 melees, my Dragoon and my Samurai. We were losing a 1% DPS buff, a 1% buff to everything because we didn't have a full spread for our party. Do you know what happened? We still killed the boss. So why do I care? It's the same thing with Picto. Like, sure, Picto's big and scary, but I'm still gonna fight on Red Mage because I like Red Mage, you know? One melee, 2 range, and a caster, and we still kill Savage. Yeah, it's pretty good. Double intuition when capped. Why can't you have that luck? Yeah, that's kind of nice, right? I mean, I wish it was the actual useful. I mean, right now I want more petrifications than anything else, but that's fine. It's just it's the sort of thing that I will never have to care, right? And so I'm fine. I'm living my best life. The 1% is not enough for a lot of groups, but I was playing when it was like you would not see a single party finder that allowed you to do that talk. Except mine. I was the only one because that I don't care. Because you're killing the boss, you know? That's all. We aren't we're not racing to win the video game. We're just killing the boss, you know? I think when I wish that it was not a community problem. Hi Riley, by the way. How's it going? I wish it was not a community problem. But that one I can completely understand. That's why I would say that it matters. Yeah, no question. If the community is... If people are being bad about it, and they're not allowing you to be in a party because you're not playing Pictomancer, then yeah, I'd say that's definitely an issue that needs to be solved somehow. I don't know how, but it's got to be done. If it wasn't for the people, I don't care. I'll never care. In Endwalker, it was Reaper and Monk. Oh god, it was Monk. In what was it? In Shadowbringers, it was Gunbreaker. Without question, it was Gunbreaker. Oh my god. Not a single party. You locked in Gunbreaker. You're not allowed to have any tank aside from Gunbreaker. Congratulations. Go be Gunbreakers. You know? Like, it's just how it goes. So for me, over the very long period of time that I've played this game, I've just kind of accepted that Party Finder is always going to be really terrible to people because they think that the thing that will get them their clear is everybody else being like absolute biz and being completely meta and doing everything correctly, when the thing that's going to get you the clear is just trying. You just have to keep trying, and you just have to keep working, and you will get used to the fight, and everyone around you will get used to the fight, and then you will get the clear. It doesn't matter that you're absolutely perfect. It doesn't matter that your party is a specific comp, you know? If the entirety of Party Finder could learn that, then it would be fine. But unfortunately, that is not how things work. So, my end to this conversation, my last statement on this, is that at the very least for you, for the people that I can address for this statement, for the people I can talk to, it's gonna be fine. Pictomancer's gonna have a big number for a while. And then we're gonna forget it and move on. And there's gonna be some change that happens to the class, or everything else is gonna get buffed up, and then we're good.
I feel like it's fine to have a job outperform, just not for too long, or it can feel stale.
Yeah,
Picto
exactly.
can have its time in the spotlight now, eventually something else will take its place.
Exactly, and that always happens. There's gonna be a new Picto next expansion. It just depends on if it's an existing class that becomes the new Picto, or if it's the new class for next expansion. Everything's gonna be the new Reaper, everything's gonna be the new Monk, everything's gonna be the new Gunbreaker, everything's gonna be the new... you know, it's fine. We'll let it happen. You should reassure yourself in the fact that the only thing that matters is surviving the mechanics and killing the boss. You didn't die to enrage on that boss fight because you didn't have a pick to answer. You died to enrage on that boss fight because 3 of your DPS are currently on brink of death debuff. Clear the fight. Get to the end of the fight without a death. When you can get to the end of that fight without dying, you're good. And then if you're doing it in Party Finder, you just have to hope that you get a good enough group that they can manage it as well. And that's all. It's not that deep. I'm not gonna worry about it that much. You know? No, the beacon was fake. How could you? Imagine having terrible DPS in your raid team. SMH, understandable. Hashtag Locketus for top DPS 2025. No. Red Mage has been down for too long. Where's my spotlight? I wanna be the big one. I wanna be the big number. Where's my big number? My spotlight is chain resing in alliance raids. Ah, the alliance raids are so good. I don't want to be top reser. I want to kill him. Give me the power of big damage. Red Mage murders my eyes enough already with their LB. They don't need big numbers, dude. Well, that's because you play with me and I use every single LB3 I get the chance to use. That's the law of Red Mage. If you did not know, if you play Red Mage, if an LB3 comes up, you are obligated to use it. You do not have a choice. The primal urge to steal every single LB3. No! You have missed a day. Hello, Hab. How did your stream go? How was it? What were you up to? Sorry about that. You just caught me right in the middle of a rant. How's that? I have a lot of fun chatting about this stuff. Because it's super fun for me. 10-hour stream, 99 plus ping in the Centurio Discord. Oh, great. Well, I hope it was all right. I love talking about this stuff. If you did, hello. Pleasure to see you. My name is Rathaniel Gamington Games. I, if you did not know, am a game designer, both by profession and by degree. So, you know, it's fun to talk about things like this. So I'll always rant about them. I apologize if I went a little bit too much. And you also gotta understand, I'm very bad about, like, I don't ever mean when I'm saying these things to be like, your opinion is wrong. You are not correct. This is the thing that's happening. That's never what I mean. I just get very passionate, and that's the tone of voice that I take when I'm being passionate. That's all. It's just because I'm really excited to talk about this stuff. It's really fun to chat about, like, game balancing and the different systems and how things could be balanced out and why people care and all that stuff. It is not my birthday. How dare you? What studio do you work for, if you can say? I am unfortunately NDA'd for basically the rest of my life, so I cannot say. It was a tragedy. Happy birthday.
I actually asked one time during a cutscene if I could do the LB3 as a red mage because I knew it was coming up in the fight and everyone collectively decided they wanted to be blinded that day. Encouraged it even, it was great.
Absolutely. Everyone
Happy
wants the
birthday,
red.
Wrath.
Thank you for the thank you, small bird, very much for the 5 gifted. Yeah, I can't say where I work either. I mean, I will also say that it's weird. So working in game design, working for a game studio, it is very... It's a very different world, I guess, to like regular stuff. I suppose. Like, it would be easy for me to say, like,
Happy birthday, Nathaniel Fruit Punch Games.
Thank you. It's not my birthday, but the fruit punch is appreciated. Like, oh, I work for an engineering company. I work for, like, what the heck is IBM, and I make cool robots and stuff. In game design, people are a little bit more passionate. How do I... It is not uncommon for people to just tell literally no one what studio they work for in like the game development spectrum, just because it's
When is your actual birthday though? Until I know it, I will gratulate you every stream.
My birthday is July 4th. Well, that's when I do the speedrun streams. I do it for my birthdays. People are a lot more passionate because of how do I say this? There's generally a lack of understanding between game developers and gamers on the amount of work that is required to make a thing happen, right? So, like, this goes back to my talk well earlier this year, when the Game Freak leak happened, right? The leak happens. It is an absolute catastrophe, not so much because of any of the stuff going out there, but because people will see things that were not taken for development. We don't take things for development because we can't. We either don't have the time to meet the deadline, we don't have the budget, or the executives want us to focus on something else. And it doesn't make them X amount more money, or it doesn't make, it doesn't set them up for the specific thing that we're trying to get people to do when they're playing that portion of the game. So they're shelved and they're thrown in the garbage. I'll use the same example that I used back then. You as a gamer, right? Without any understanding of the amount of work for development, right? I'm gonna say we're adding an animation to the end of every single Pokemon battle, right? Every time you win a battle, you and whatever Pokemon you had out that you won with are going to high five. It's a brief animation. Doesn't matter what Pokemon you have out, you get a little high five. It's one set thing. For you, maybe that doesn't sound so bad. That sounds like, yeah, that sounds fine. Sure, that sounds great. I would love that. That would be so cute. Oh my god, every single Pokemon? Do you know how those things are? You're telling me I'm gonna have to have an Arceus high-fiving? How am I gonna make the model for Arceus high-five? And then how is a Pikachu's model going to be different than making Arceus high-five? And then how is Metapod gonna high-five? Yeah, exactly. That's cool. Really cool example. All right, so for things that can't high-five, things like Magikarp, things like Metapod, we've got to do a different animation. So now we need to have unique animations for Pokemon that are based on all of the individual different parameters that they're able to meet. What can their model realistically do without looking absolutely terrible? What can we do to make What can we do just to, like, I don't know. Is this something that can be expanded on? Is this going to be a one-off? Is this just a thing that we're using? And then you get to the second stage of questioning. After we're done checking if it's feasible, I want you to sit there for a minute, right? And really think, just for a second, just a brief moment. I know you spam A. I know you spam the A button to finish the text on a Pokemon fight as quickly as possible. Just get me out of this fight, get me to the next thing. I'm now adding a 5-second animation to the end of that you have to watch. So what? Are we going to give people the ability to skip it? How many people are going to skip it? Are we expecting the majority of people to skip it? What is the current, the general user base? Are they going to sit there through this animation every single time? Every time? No, they're not. They're absolutely not. Are you crazy? The majority of people do not want this. So, okay, do we add the ability to skip it? If we're skipping it, why are we doing so much work? If you have the opportunity to just press the skip button and not have to put up with it anymore, how many people are going to use that? Is it still worth the development time and the budget to make this thing in the first place? And the answer is no. More often than not, the answer is just no at that point. Did not expect this music and have it on high. It's a pretty sick beat, though, you gotta admit. But yeah, that's another one, Astrid. Exactly. It's had an option to skip cutscene in the settings, then have it do nothing. Yes. Truly perfect. Absolutely fantastic. But if we're talking about, like, Final Fantasy, I can give you a really good example of that from this. Astrid gave it to us. Why don't they just add the 2 die channels to all of the gear at 7.0? How many gear items are in this game? How much? Just, okay. Let's be generous. Let's be really, really, like, short with the numbers, okay? I'm dead here, I think. Oh no. Somehow that did barely any damage. Okay, let's be really short with the numbers, right? How many different class types are there? There's caster, there's melee, there is tank, and there's range. We've got 4 class types. Every single expansion, there are 3 stages of crafted gear for all 4 of those class types. We're not going to worry about the super specifics. We're just going to be, I'm trying to be as generously, as small with these numbers as I can, because I'm tank, healer, caster, melee, range. Okay, so yeah, 5, great. So that's not including the 3 different melee types, okay? We're not talking about that. I'm choosing to ignore that. If we're just doing this, we're just talking about that, you're saying that you want, there's 3 different crafted tiers every single end of expansion, right? We've got minimum absolute minimum 15 times, how many is left side? 5?
I looked it up. Nearly 1,000 items were added in one Endwalker patch cycle, 6.3 to 6.35.
You have 15 times 5. I'm being super small with these numbers because I know that it's just going to make it so much worse. That is 75 per expansion just for the end game gear for all of that, right? And then that's not including there is a crafted gear level every 2 levels? Every 2 levels, I think, you get crafted sets. Crafted every 2, dungeon every other 2. Yeah, let's not even think about dungeons, because that's horrifying. But yeah, crafted every 2. That's another 5 sets that we're adding into this, so that's 25 times 5. And this is for 1 expansion. Yeah, they're not. No. You're talking about going back and doing 11 years worth of modeling work, and just in 1 expansion, making all of it, like, compatible with this brand new thing that you do. What's this discussion about? Oh, we're just talking about, the original part that started this discussion was I was talking about how I'm in game design, and I don't outwardly, like, both, I have an NDA, so I can't talk about the studio that I'm with, but also I don't outwardly want to say what studio I'm with, because there's a very big gap in understanding between what people who play video games think the amount of work to do something is and the actual amount of work to do something. So we're just on the, I'm just trying to give as many examples as I can of, like, expectations versus actual development time. There's some things that I do think should be done. Like, even as trying to be, I very constantly try to be empathetic for the developers for most things. 1, because I get it, and 2, because you gotta be nice to people. You just have to have some love in your heart. Can you confirm that I don't work for Final Fantasy XIV? I do not work for Final Fantasy XIV. I can confirm that at least. But the how do I, even with being empathetic, you also have to understand, I'm going to start this in the way that you should always start it, right? The execs have made terrible decisions with Square Enix, because golly gee willikers, Hrothgar should have gotten hats by now. Fiera should have gotten hats by now. At least start. Like, start giving us waves of them regularly. That's all, really. That's the only thing that I can think of. Yeah, they do have relatively low manpower for an MMO team, for especially how successful the team is. And you have to remember exactly what I started this with. It's not the devs. We never blame the devs. We love the devs. We always blame the environment that they have to work with, and we always blame the execs. Because they are the ones that are making the decisions with how to spend the money, and they are the ones that sat there and told the developers, no, you cannot take the time to rework the hair engine so that we can make the really cool hairstyle that you wanted to make. I absolutely adored that hairstyle. The one that they were meant to have added, the 7.1, that community winner, was my favorite hairstyle of all time. I was so excited to have it. It was disappointing when it got there. I knew why it was disappointing, and I accepted it. And I was like, okay, what can you do? What can you do about it, I guess? They do not make hair like that. It's easy to pull up other hairstyles and say, oh, but they do not. The engine cannot handle just a completely different texture style of hair without likely a very large rework, you know? And I said this from the very start. I said it from that first day. Like, I get it. For someone in game design, I understand. This is not their fault. They most likely just did not have the ability to get this done for 7.1. They most likely just didn't have the space to be able to do that development work. They've got so much else that's going on. They're making FRU. They're making all of the 7.1 stuff. Juno is in this update. You got a whole alliance raid, you know? So I can understand that the development time wasn't given to it that it needed. And then, you know, people did get mad at me a little bit. But I stand by that. I will always stand by that. The other side is that afterwards they came out about it. And they said, yeah, it was really just our engine can't handle it. We had no way to give it the texture that it was supposed to have in our current engine. And it's, you know, I understand more than could possibly be imagined. I understand the outrage at how badly that hairstyle got treated. I thought you said Uno in this update. Oh yeah, they added Uno. The new triple triad version Uno. I can count on one hand the amount of video games that have my hairstyle as a customization option. And one of them is not a very good video game. It's not a very positive video game, so I can't talk about it because it has a lot of negative stuff with it. And unfortunately, that is one of the only games that has ever given me my hairstyle. And so it's just, I really felt it because I was so looking forward to that. It was really close. It's not my hair, but it was as close as I was ever going to get. And that was it, you know? So I get it. I really understand the pain. But on the other side of it, I saw that this was definitely, they wanted it. They wanted to give us the thing that we were excited for, and they just couldn't. And maybe it wasn't the right decision to try and push it out anyway. Maybe they should have just shelved it. But I think it meant more to me that they tried anyway, instead of just saying this isn't a thing we can do and then never releasing it, you know? It showed me that they care. Yes, Vicar, it is Hogwarts Legacy. That is one of 3 video games that have ever let me choose my hairstyle. It's Baldur's Gate 3, Hogwarts Legacy, and I can't remember the third one, actually, off the top of my head. I have very heavy, very thick curls. And it's just, no one ever does it. And if they do it, it's always, like, shaggy hair. It's not actual curls. It's not actual textured hair, you know? I don't think it was Guild Wars 2. I'd really have to take some time to remember. I know it was another single-player game. I'll remember it at some point. But yeah, it's just, it is sad for me that there's 3. You know? So I get it. I really. Outer Worlds? I think it was Outer Worlds. Now that you meant, yes. I think that was it. It's been so long since I played Outer Worlds. That would explain why I don't remember it. Wasn't because it was impossible in engine. The comms were just bad. Yeah, yeah, it's so rough. Funny enough, Gunbreaker is one of the best classes to have an on high solo with. I can believe it. I mean, this feels really nice. It has been fantastic. Sorry, that was my rant about stuff. I don't know where we're going, but hi, hello. Closest thing you have to your hair is the afro. Yes, Always. Every single video game. The closest I can ever get to my hair is just picking the base afro style, which is never actually a good afro. It's just like a ball on top of your head. It's very upsetting. But it's just difficult to do. It's difficult to do for non-PC. That's maybe the better way to say it. Food for thought. Why do a lot of major fights have ads, even though you need a paid subscription to play? Why? You like this? Oh, God. I'm not saying it'll be identical, but they did say they want to make it better than what it currently is. Yeah, I'm hoping that they do a fantastic job with it. Fingers crossed. I think this, honestly, was a really good push for us, because them getting it out, in my mind, is the way that they get their execs to care for it and give them the time to develop it properly. You know? No, you're fine, Light. That was hilarious. Oh my God. Seeing how much the community cares will hopefully give them more time to develop it and make it good. Love the ball after because it's honestly pretty silly a lot of the time, but that's not a good one to be limited to. Yeah, that's what it's been my whole life. That's just been my only close to my hair option. Team has generally been done well for us, and Yoshi P is a very insistent advocate. Yeah, I do also. I don't trust Square, right? But I trust that Yoshi P and our creative unit are going to do their best to give us what they can. I trust that they will try because they care. Because they really do care about this. We didn't beat the Magitech dungeon just yet. No, I'm prepping Gunbreaker specifically for that. Speaking of, this is my... I'm building this run up just so that I can try and get a proper Lone Hero attempt in. I may swap to 21 to 30 runs for a bit. For the more leveling, faster leveling, I could just spend my pommanders when I get them, you know. Slightly off topic, but is 14 the only MMO with no pay to win on its store, excluding Cloud's delivery bike? I can't think of many. The closest I can think of a no pay to win microtransaction game is old school RuneScape, but even then you can just buy bonds for selling to people for gold. FF11. Oh, yeah, we trust Yoshi P, not the executives. That's a big one for me to provide to us. We love Yoshi P. Yoshi P cares about us. Yoshi P genuinely cares about his player base, and he has made that apparent over and over and over again. If a man can go on stream in front of 100,000 people and say to you that he is deeply apologetic for his failure of having to delay Endwalker for, what was it, 2 weeks? And then be emotional enough that he actually started crying from the failure of it, that is a man that cares about his community. We're talking about, we're not talking about the developers that will go onto that stream in front of 100,000 people and say, yeah, put up with it, we had to delay it, there's nothing we can do, see you later. Just get better about why would you put your PTO in for this anyway, you know, whatever. He cares. He cares for the 14 community at least, not so much about the 16 one, unless the collab would have been different. Oh, I see. I've never done the 16 collab because I wanted to be as blind for 16 as I could be. I got to play a little bit of 16 yesterday. Oh my god. I'm so happy that I stayed blind for it. What a video game, huh? Now, what a week it's been. Captain, it's the weekend. What a week, huh? He was upset because he knew that thousands of people had taken PTO to play through the game. Yeah, he was upset because he knew that the people that trusted him, the people that were planning their lives around playing the game that he made, were going to feel betrayed. Because it was going to screw them over. And it's nice that he cares, is the easy way to say this. He cares. I can trust, at the very least, that they will try. If they say they're going to try to make something better, they're going to try. You know the primals in 16 are what Yoshiki imagines the primals are like here? Oh, absolutely. No question. Hold on. Just tuned in. Why is Gunblade back? We're gunblading so that we can hopefully use the better shielding and mitigations for the dungeon we're stuck on. Are you doing 16 today? I'm not currently planning to do 16 today. I'm not sure when I'm gonna do more 16. I'm definitely gonna play more 16. I don't know if it's a weird thing for me. I haven't really ever streamed things other than Final Fantasy 14 since like the very beginning, when I did a little bit of what was it? Sea of Stars, I think I played some of for a stream, and then Baldur's Gate 3 I did for a stream a while back. So it's weird for me to find space to do it. And then yes, 16 did already emotionally destroy me. So I'm gonna need a little bit of time to recover and be ready for the next one. What is this room? This is my favorite room style for Heaven on High. If I wasn't saving my Pomanders, this is the best Magicite room in the game. You just get to see everything around you drop dead. It's so much fun. Okay, that is unfortunately the wrong one. So we're looking at this corner maybe for our escape. Where is it? Need to make sure I don't... Ah, there it is. Hall of Fallacies, they're called. Really? I never knew they had a name. Magicite plus fortune is chest. Oh yeah, absolutely. You fortune this floor, you throw down a Magicite, you get every single enemy killed, you get like 20 silver chests. Okay, that was another trap. That sucked. But at least they're easy to deal with. Why is your luck like this? Don't ask me, okay? I can't. I have this with every video game. Genuinely, that's why I hate RNG bosses. I'll be completely honest with you. It's because I know I have the worst luck of any video gamer ever born. It is a constant. So, anything RNG based is always terrible for me. Because I never get lucky. What pomander am I missing? If you want to laugh about luck, you should take a quick peek at Discord. I'm playing Group Iron Man for RuneScape 3, right? There is currently a Christmas event going on where you can get cyan candy canes as an override for your melee weapons. And so you will hit things with a candy cane. A cute little cyan candy. I had somebody who really wanted the cyan candy cane, and I could not get it for the life of me. And so I said to my dear friends, the other people in that group, hey, if any of you get it, I don't care what thing you want me to do, I will pay you back for it. And golly gee willikers, the most maniacal of all of them is the one that got it. I am going to be suffering. I will just say, Luda, you should be nice to me. Just say, I'm missing alteration. Oh, okay, then I can generally stop caring for golds then. That's good. It's great. Absolutely fantastic. There's a mount that drops from a boss that is only available in the Halloween event, lasting a couple weeks, with each character getting 1 chance per day. It took me 14 years of doing it on several characters daily during the event to get it. I am so sorry for your loss. That sounds horrific. But yeah, Luda, I'm just gonna remind you, I got you the candy cane that you wanted. So, maybe you could go a little bit easy on me? Just a tiny bit, maybe? Okay, so without alteration, I really don't have to care much for golds. We could probably just run through for the majority of it, for now. Not a chance. I don't have it on highest Astro. Please, no. I think Astro isn't as bad. Didn't have it on the high. Don't get me wrong, it's still bad, but it's not as bad, right? I do want to get the solo clear title. Yes, my main goal. I'm doing this from floor 1. Specifically because I want to. I'm gonna do a little bit of pushing with Gunbreaker to see how it goes. Lone Hero is the final title for solo. That's the one that I want. Unless they somehow add a better one later at some point, that's just... Lone Hero is going to be the one for solo forever. How much of your new home will have it on Hybe now that it's available? Hopefully not too much, but we'll have to see. At the very least, it's much faster to grind in here than it is Palace of the Dead, because Heaven on High is double the experience Palace used to give. What's wrong with Lone Explorer? I like Lonely Explorer, but I also personally love the progression of going from Lonely Explorer to Lone Hero. I think that's just absolutely perfect, you know? He was exploring, but now he is a hero. Exactly. It just feels nice. It shows how far we have come, how far we have progressed. Oh my god, Gunbreaker does so much damage. This is fantastic. I got that mount on accident during Wrath on the way to Lord to summon the raid. They couldn't even lord it because they didn't have epic flying. Oh, the hero's journey, a nameless explorer who had greatness thrust upon him to become the lone hero of legends. Exactly. I'm still holding on Square Enix to give me the Warrior of Lonely Light title, you know? All good. Very nice. The first bit is done. I think I'm gonna try and do, Loner of Light back to LOL with you? How dare you? No. Don't put me back there. I want nothing to do with this. Okay, I'm gonna do... Now here's my question. We're 64, right? So technically speaking, I'll need 2 more for this level. So 65 is 2, 66 is 2, 67 is probably gonna be 2.5, maybe. Well, okay, so this one is technically 2. Yeah, okay. Anyway, the 67 is gonna be 2.5, so we'll just say 3. 68 is gonna be 3. 69 for 3, and then 70 is just the Wondrous Tailspin. So, like, how much was that? 65, 66, 67, 68. 5. If I have to average, so for the first 3, I do 2. That's 6 more runs, and then the last 2, I do 3. So 12 more runs total. Okay. Let's try and make it to 50. Is there a reason I don't use the intuitions? I don't really use the intuitions just because, like, I don't really want anything from them, I guess. Oh, frailty's nice. Happy to use a frailty for free. If you convert the number of runs to an equivalent amount of soup, how many people could you feed? Probably like chat. I think that would maybe be the upwards limit of how many people I could feed with that amount of soup. We're still lower floors, so I don't have to be that careful, but I should still be a little bit careful. Mr. Games, are you at soup? What do you mean am I at soup? Why are you buying shirts at this? Why would I buy shirts at the soup store? What? I'm trying to buy shirts. I think, I can do up to 50 without the Meigi Guide up, and then 51 to 60, I'm gonna have to have Meigi Guide just on side monitor the whole time. so it'll probably be a little bit harder to read chat. Have you not gone clinically insane after the amount of Palace of the Dead runs we did? I mean, yes, but thankfully, the Heaven on High feels different enough that I'm not getting any residual suffering, you know? I mean, at least they also got the innovation. Someone check on Azure. Yeah, that's Azure is the one that's really got insane for Palace. I'm actually just gonna wait for you. Yeah, perfect. Tiny bit slower, but I'd rather that. The only scary thing is that I have to do... What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? No, it's lost. I can't remember what the heck it was. What was I just thinking of? Is Pant worth the redeem? We're just power leveling Gunbreaker. It's not worth the redeem right now, I would say. It's Gunbreaker Day. I mean, some of my gear is like fully broken, but we're just gonna be in here, so. Low enough floor, I'll get the Serenities back. You must uphold your duty as Pant Fixer, but for now you shall hold back. Save the points for the time being. Shall be good for you. I just have to be mindful of the enemies I'm dealing with and not get myself killed in ridiculous ways like last time. It's the wrong button. I will happily use erasing. Also, I will go for golds when I see them, but I'm not going to worry about it. How did I die last time? I think it was to a bird enemy on like floor 49, but I can't remember. Rumor has it Azure is still in Palace even to this day? Ah. That's not a rumor. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Azure is still in Palace right now. How are you doing, Azure? Are you in Palace? Are we correct? It was maybe a cast that I either didn't dodge or I didn't kill it in time to avoid for a some kind of bird enemy on 49-ish. $110K towards karaoke. I hope that the karaoke is worth it when you finally get there. Some advice or thoughts is undesired. I mean, you're fine. I am denying myself the rotund boy. Well, the dodo isn't until much higher floors, right? Dodo is 71 to 100, I thought, for intuitions. So there's no real reason for me to use intuitions on these lower floors. Sight is great. Actually in Eureka Orthos right now. Oh, of course, my mistake. Did I not interrupt that? Why did I get hit by that windburn? I swear I interrupted that. Did I get the Santa hat yet? No, I absolutely did not get the Santa hat. How would I get the Santa hat? The Santa hat is, like, stupidly rare, isn't it? Oh, you mean, have I gone and checked out my daily stuff? Oh, not RuneScape. Oh! Oh, I forgot about that. You're right. Sola needs to be festive. I was told to get Sola a Santa hat. I was given the funding for it, so I will get the Santa hat for next stream. I've been a little busy trying to plan out stuff, like with the Saturday stream, so it escaped my mind. I've got a few other things. I made myself a little to-do list in the mod channel so that it's a little bit easier to keep track of, but yeah, hopefully I'll get that done super quick. Pressed interrupt too late. It was in the Slackcast window. Okay, gotcha. Dota drops from Platinum for 71 plus. Yeah, okay, so I don't really care about intuitions until 71 plus then. Wrath with a plan. Well, I have to plan like my days when I'm streaming. That's a little important. I do have little furballs that I have to feed and keep track of and make sure that they are played with and taken care of and happy, and currently sitting on the chair next to me, taking a little nap and getting snapped by Dad because that's Kuro was sitting with me today. My little furballs, my cats. My cats have taken to sharing me back and forth. It's kind of like they're it's kind of like it's kind of, you know, they take shifts to keep track of you. That's the best way to put it. Like they're making sure that I don't disappear anywhere, making sure that I don't run off or do cool things without me. Maybe Dad is going to eat food. He can't eat food alone. That would be dangerous. And so either Kuro is sitting in the chair next to me or Mizuki. Today it's Kuro. Normally it is Mizuki. Mizuki is pretty big on sitting in the chair. He likes being the man in the chair. They need to supervise. They do need to supervise. It is very important. Oh my god, they were cuddling the other day. Like really properly cuddling. I need you to understand. My babies have not cuddled since they were babies. Like the oldest I can remember them cuddling up to each other was like it must have been when they were at most like 2 or 3 months old. They were still teeny tiny back then, and they would cuddle in the little bed at the top of their cat tree because that was their favorite spot, and they would share it, and it was very cute. They don't do that anymore because they're too big for it, and they haven't really cuddled since. They were cuddling the other day, like just on the corner of my room. No particular reason. It's not like there's a restricted amount of space or anything. They were just cuddled up. It brought a tear to my eye to see my little baby. You should be his supervisor, not mine. A goal for today is 70 Gunbreaker, ideally. Ooh, good floor. Do I Magicite this? No, I should save my Magicites. At least I get to pick and choose my enemies easier this way. You got 3? Do it. I'm just like... knowing my luck, I will use it, and then I will never get another Magicite. You know? And it's not like I'm down on Pomanders. I'm basically full for every Pomander. At the very least, I'm full for all of the ones that matter. So, like, I just don't know. I just don't know. Just gonna do this real quick. Nope, okay. Unfortunately, it was the worst case for that. I'm just gonna witch him. Make life a bit easier. I don't need to witching, but it's the safe option, and I should be safe. I was hoping that it would detonate there, ideally. That's why I bow-lighted. You need to die once you're towards low health, so I'm just gonna... Okay. No big explosion for you, sir. I don't see multiple exits, so I'm gonna assume this is fine. Hey, very nice. Gotta make room for the Elder one, but it won't open the chest if I don't have room for it. It'll just tell me that I have to use up a Magicite, right? And well, super disappointed it doesn't reduce HP to 1. I'll say for my purposes, definitely a positive, but... Yeah, all of the... Ifrit and Garuda and Titan are basically the exact same. They just kill everything on the floor. But this is actually a question because I don't know it. Like, anybody that does know Heaven on High, will it give me the prompt that it gives for gold coffers if I don't have space for another Magicite? Or will it just delete it? It'll give you the prompt? Okay, great. That's all that matters then. Affluences. That was nice. It'll be just like a normal pump. Okay, perfect. So the first time we did a run, I died to the floor 50 boss. The second time we did a run that got anywhere, I died to the floor 49 boss. What's, I got some questions, chat. What is Gunbreaker's healing? Or shielding, I mean. Is it just Brutal Shell at 70 and below? What other shields do I have? I'm feeling like it's just mitigation and, heart? Heart of Light isn't a shield. Am I missing a heart on my Aurora as well? Is it a shield? Oh, it's healing, yeah. Okay. Brutal is all at the moment. Okay, gotcha. Camouflage is not a shield, but useful. Definitely useful, yeah. Conundrum at 82. Okay. So we really are going to be relying on mitigations for one set, Super Bowl Light for the next. I guess that leads to another question on if I Super Bowl Light the, should I Super Bowl Light... Oh, this is a pretty good song. What is this song from? Did they just make this for Heaven on High? I've never heard this before. Happy to use safety. Comes from a dungeon? Okay. We check the golds if I'm... Swallow's Compass? Ooh, that would be nice. It's not Doma Castle. That one I'm... sure. Pugane Castle? Happily take Aether Pool upgrades every time they give it to me. Okay. Yeah, I'm wondering how timing is gonna work now for the boss, but I'll make it work. Less general healing than warrior, but should hopefully be able to manage it with the stacks of mitigation alongside my heals. Maybe. Maybe. I have a safety on this floor, so I can just do whatever I want. I wish that, like... Okay, hear me out. You don't have to get rid of anything, right? You don't have to make it so it always gives me stuff, right? But if I use a pomander of safety, it should remove any trapped silvers from the floor. Like, I would like if it just removed the traps on them and let me use the silvers, but even then, fine. I don't care. If you think that's too powerful, sure. Just get them off the floor. Like, just remove them. If you're not gonna let me have it for the Aether Pool because that's too strong, get rid of them completely. I don't want them there. They're only a negative. It is a trap, so why does the safety not remove it? The type of chest that's trapped. Well, I mean, the mimics I would consider different because they're mimics. They're like monsters that spawn in the dungeon. Sure. But silvers will always be able to detonate. They'll always have the chance to explode, no matter what floors you're on. And I think if I use a safety, you should either make it so the silver doesn't explode, or you should just remove it from the floor. Take it off like you take off all the other traps, you know? I think that would make life a lot nicer. Okay, unfortunate. Oh, whining and whining. Whine. The only explanation I could give is a coding problem, maybe? I don't know. I can definitely imagine it being something like the way that they code deep dungeons. Everything is determined on floor spawn, and so the silver is set as trapped or not on floor spawn. And golly gee willikers. Everything. That was me. Don't worry about that. That was me. You can ignore it. I apologize for the Windows sound. I don't know what the heck is causing that, but fine. Either way, what was the thing? Something. I could definitely see it being like, oh, well, once the chest is set there, we can't, like, then edit it to make it another thing. It's already set as the trap. In that case, it's like, I don't know, just remove it. That's what I would hope for, at least. It probably wouldn't, I don't know how the systems are built for this, so it would not be that easy, but, you know, it would be nice. Not the evil Windows and sound are just agony to my ears. I'm soft. Trying my best over here. There's nothing I don't know where it's coming from. They're not instant killed. They're 80%, 75% of your max health. They will instant kill you if you're below that percentage. 80%? Yeah. Mostly reduces magic damage, which is kind of nice because we're using this for a magic boss anyway, so it's a positive. Heal guys with bleed, I hope. Nice stun. They added physical during dawn. Ooh, very nice. I don't think the stack is supposed to tickle, but it doesn't do that much damage. Even on warrior without mitigations, it didn't do all that much. Silvers can still be stunned, if I remember right. Okay, that's a problem. Just in case. No, okay, perfect. No mimic in a mimic is very appreciated. They gave me a purity just in case. I'm always happy to see a raising, I guess. I already had one up, but always happy to see one. I'm getting enough frailties. I think I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna strength frailty this boss. Are you able to hear my house currently shaking from my neighbor's music? I would like to hope not. It's not like I can do much about it, if you can, but whatever. Okay, no? Okay, perfect. Then I do not care. So long as it's not causing any trouble with the stream, it don't matter to me. Wind Grandpa. Oh, you're right. This is Wind Grandpa. Cursed, no more frailty the entirety of dungeon. I would believe it, honestly. That is just about my luck. Burpa. Nice. Next floor set, I'm gonna pay attention because I don't want to lose a third time to this same floor set when all of my deaths to this next floor set have been just ridiculous mistakes because I wasn't paying attention, and I would like that to not happen again. Trajectory isn't a far enough distance to make it the whole arena. 20 yalms should be far enough. Is this just a big arena, or does Gunbreaker have a small dash? Okay. 5. Same range as the warrior dash. Huh, okay. Just a big arena then, I guess. I love Delibrum. Delibrum is so good. Also apply to SEL and dollar. I'm just gonna be completely open and honest with you right here and now. I think I need to posture check, hydrate, and stretch. I didn't notice those from 20 minutes ago. Excuse me. I think I'm just gonna be full honest and say that Bozja and Zadnor are probably my favorite content areas of the entire game. Like, they're just so good. Every single piece of content in there makes me so stupidly happy. I'll be back for you, Petrification. That is enough. Okay, perfect. So I'll grab everything and get the heck out of here. Delibrum Regine Savage. I've said many, many, many times, but it's been a while since I talked about it the last time. Delibrum Regine Savage is the best fight in this entire video game. Please go do it. It's so stupidly good. Oh my god. Oh, I love it so much. That was a fortune. That's unfortunate. Deliver Imagine Savage. 10 out of 10. Amazing quality experience. Best thing that's ever happened to me. Please, always. Oh, and I almost got away with it. They probably bleed to death with that, right? Yeah. Oi. Struggle with Bozja, but I think because you were trying to rush through it to keep up with your FC's relic grind, you didn't have the intended. Hey! Where's the noises coming from? Alright, you know what? I think I've... Oh, I know what the noise... Oh, the noises are from RuneScape. Why are you giving me Windows notifications? RuneScape, are you okay? Alright, well, I've gotten to 25 million prayer experience. I don't need to play more RuneScape right now. We can close the RuneScape. RuneScape wants attention. True for real. I heard you talking about your cats checking in and got jealous. My cats, I wouldn't say that they're checking in on me, right? It's maybe easier to say that they are attached at the hip and never leave my side. It's very rare that I'll have a day where at least one of them is not in the room with me. Very, very rare. Most days it's the both of them. And then if I leave to go get like a drink from the kitchen or something, I'll come back in and like Mizuki will sit on the left side of my desk and sometimes Kuro will lay on the right side of my desk. And I'll get up to go get a drink or I'll get up to use the bathroom and then I'll come back and they'll, instead of being laying down, they'll both be standing up and like staring at me with like the tiny little baby eyes like, where did you go? Why did you leave us? We would have come with you if you just told us where you were going. This is my little babies. Oh my god. I do have to focus a little bit more for this voice set. I have to focus a bit more for this voice set. have to focus a bit more on this. Okay. Never got to play Deliberate Imaginary. Deliberate Imaginary, very, very good. Incredible experience. I'm still saying, I'm a big advocate. Deliberate Imaginary Savage. Genuine 10 out of 10. One of the best things I've ever put in this video game. I'm gonna do something that I should not do. Let's do you. I mean, they gave me a free witching. I'm not just, I can't not use the free witching, you know? That won't have led to that, so I didn't need to do that. But... And just enough damage. Very nice. Hello, patrol. I don't think I've ever seen patrols in one of these big floors. Oh my god, that looks so weird. I have to go for that silver, though. The groups that run DRS and abilities have the best call-out structure players. Yes, absolutely. It's because of those groups that I love them so much, without question. Because it's the expectation. You're going into all of this. You're being taught step by step with like 40 other people at the same time. You're getting all of the call-outs for what you have to do. You're getting explained. Okay, this is why that happened. This is what you're going to do next time to make sure it doesn't happen. And then just it's such a cool fight. And it's such a cool bit of the game to learn as well. And there's another silver. I'm obligated to open silvers. I'm not out of the Aether Pool grind yet, so... Are you sound-based? Oh. You're not sound-based, but your friend saw me anyway. Ow. Okay, here's a question. Since I'm gonna have to care about it later, how do I avoid traps on these floors? Like, do I just walk along these lines here? Is it just that easy? Just walk on the lines? Okay, perfect, perfect. And there's no way to tell which of these is the actual exit. Right? Is it maybe the marker on it? No, there's no way. Okay. I'm gonna say it's the one in the middle, but I'm doing this one anyway. Oh, it was this one. Wow, I was wrong. I'm only avoiding using the Magicite right now for the big floors, just because I'm so full on Pomanders. But as soon as I start needing Pomanders, I am gonna probably fortune Magicite those floors. I want to save them for as long as I can, but we'll see. Steel refresh is always nice. I have yet to recover the strength that I used, which is a little concerning. This is the bit where I have to care. Don't worry about being down to strength and massively up on time, and you want to keep strength and steal it too anyway. Okay, gotcha. Sounds good. I do... There are a lot of parts of this video game where I don't appreciate backseating. Deep Dungeons is not one of them. Please, you are more than welcome to backseat me for this. Because I am not great at these, and I've really taken on something. This is basically my first time going through, or trying to go through the higher bits of Heaven on High, especially as a solo, so. You are always more than welcome. The advice is appreciated. Give it a no item floor and find a strength to seal in the coffer. You don't have to worry. Oh, okay. That's alright. That's pretty smart. I'm seeing. I get it. I get it. Okay. Do you like Eureka though? Just curious. I liked Eureka Orthos when I played it, on my main. I'm hesitant to say how far I got. I don't remember getting all that far with it, but it was pretty fun when I did. Seven shadow cast 7 fates foretold. Yet at the end of the broken path lies death and death alone. Fake fan, he does. I call out to the skies and tremble as the brilliance of 1,000 bolts blinds mine enemies and tears into their flesh asunder first. How dare. How dare indeed. Yippee. Few low value ones that are worth keeping on 2. Below floor 70, I wouldn't be too worried about maintaining full 3 on your sights and safeties. Okay. Gotcha. I'll probably start using up my sights and safeties a little bit then. That at least gets me 2 clean floors. I can't bolide and I can't heal if that goes negatively, so I'm not going to grab that. Average Gunbreaker when a no abilities floor comes up. This one is bad. At least I've got the purity. Wish I could, oh, I could probably line of sight too. No, I don't think you can line of sight the mimic, actually. Now that I remember. Pretty sure Malice hits you no matter what. Well, we got purities for a reason. And there's another purity. Thank you. Yeah, I can't line of sight Malice. That's what I thought. It's been too long since I was paying attention to the palace grind for me to remember. Hey, early enough. I'm getting off of this floor. I'm not sticking around here. My pomanders are fine and we're good. Is there an actual method to these deep dungeon achievements where you have to find a crystal torch just with that intuition? Yes, there is. There was one Reddit post that I saw a very long time ago that was basically like indiscernible, illegible. There's no possible way to understand what the heck they're talking about, but the general idea that you get off of it and that they were kind of trying to convey was that every floor, every room is set. A single room will always look the same way, will always have the same possible spawn points, and so you can memorize those and use them every single time. So, like, this room will have 6 or 7 different spawn points for where the traps could spawn, and those spawn points are where the accursed horde can spawn. The other side is if you ever step on a trap, just stand still for a bit on top of that trap, and there's a chance. It's not a high chance, but that's the general idea. any trapped spot is a spot where an accursed horde could spawn. Could he use an alteration, I suppose? How many do you have to find blind? Was it 100? Need 100 unrevealed ones out of the fullness of it. Yeah, okay, so that's not that bad. 1,000. Okay, no, that one is terrible. That's more like what I thought. 1,000 is absolutely horrific. If it was 100, that would be nice, but 1,000 for the achievement sounds correct. Okay. 100 blind, 20k total. Yeah, okay. Are you sure? I'm gonna believe you for now, Cadus. You never steer me wrong. But let's. I'm also gonna check, just because I think I have it here. Because it'll be fun to see how many I've got. Do I have a watch list for them? No, it's in items, right? No, character. Mastering. No. Something about the horde. I'll find it in a sec. Battle dungeon near the bottom. Okay. Let me do this floor first. I'll start looking at that in a minute. You bleed to death and you're good. I check this and it gives me a strength or something. No intuition, don't care. It is 100, yeah, I've gotten 20 so far. So like 100 isn't that terrible. If it was 1,000, that would be the worst. But 100 is still bad, but not that terrible. I should not have walked into the middle of that room. It's fine. I'm still on a low enough floor set that I could survive alluring and not like have to panic off of it. I could probably take alluring. Since I'm on an ability floor, I can easily take alluring on 100 accursed hordes without seeing them with an intuition. So accidentally stumbling into 100 accursed hordes, basically. I've done my safety. I can now run wherever I want. I am a free man. The heavenly isekai. You are going to spot me. I will fight you. It did, in fact, spot me. Some people have just memorized the first 20 floors of palace permutations and such, just rerun those over and over for the 100 blind pieces. I could definitely see it. These are site-based. They are, in fact, site-based. Fun fact. Never would have guessed the big rock with a giant face on it being site-based. It's pretty unexpected, if you ask me, Square Enix. I think that's just like, it's very rude. Considering you're supposed to be guaranteed 3 hordes during each 10 floors, you could just kind of sweep around on the basic floors. Yeah, that sounds about right. You kind of get it. It was a 10k achievement, but then they added Orthos and added a 20k. Oh, I hate that. Oh. I have a weird feeling that it's this thing. If this starts casting something, I'm using a witcher. You saw the setup that could do 20 to 30 hordes per hour, so yeah, it's stupidly long. It's incredibly long, and it is the most insane thing I've ever heard of. This was the thing. This is the thing that instant kills me. I'm dead. Oh no. Whoa. Okay. We survived it. Thank you, Gunbreaker, I guess. Yippee. It was those guys. Okay. 8K is not as bad as I remember it being. I'm pretty sure that instant killed warrior from full health. How did I survive that? Shield. Oh, you're right. I had a brutal shell up. Oh, thank God. If I had died there, I would have been so mad at myself. Because I knew that was the thing. I saw it, and I knew in an instant that that was the thing that I hated. It was the thing that killed me. But I just kept going like it was fine. But okay. Shields are underrated. Shield to my beloved. Is Machina still best class for that clear, though? For Heaven on High or for Palace of the Dead? I know that Machinist is super, super good for Palace. Picto kind of joined them. Picto is definitely good. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna cite this, I think. Ooh. We got one patrol ahead. Ooh, okay, alright, I guess. Nice magicite. What was I saying? Oh, the Pictomancer is very good. I have heard for Palace at the very least, but my only reason to think that it's not up there with Machinist is because it doesn't have oh that's what I'm talking about, baby. I will take that. Are you kidding me? Let's go. Yes, that's an Odin Magicite. Okay. Wow. That is a guaranteed dead boss. Okay, yeah, I have done many a Palace runs and never seen Odin. So I am, or many I haven't on high runs and actually just had it, so I've never seen an Odin. So, I think I've seen it once in all the times that I did it on my main. So, yeah, the double magic set is kind of weird, but I'll take it, I guess. I don't have a reason. This is whatever. You know what? Sure, we haven't seen Ifrit. Why not? Bring him out here. Hey, buddy. Alright, thanks for the flashbang. Definitely easier than Palace. Yeah, no question. Okay, I'm gonna save that Elder Magicite for as long as I can. Floor 90 boss isn't that bad, but it's the last boss, so most will save it for them. Yeah, I'm thinking that I'll save it for the floor 90. I'm not confident on that, though. I may just dig through the Megi guide and see if there's anything I particularly hate the look of. Like if there's a, what the heck is the behemoth's name? The Gitarana? No. Not Gitarana, right? What's the 180 behemoth named? I'm not seeing a lot, but I am seeing enough enemies to get me off the floor, so. Just have to make sure I burst patrols and don't fight them too much. Godana, thank you, Cadis, yeah. So, like, if there's another Godana in here, I would like to use it for that. Can I stun you? I can. You get the stun treatment. Main concern really is that my Aether pool is still half what it could or should be, yeah. I'm not expecting to go the full length on this save right now. I'm gonna do it bit by bit here. My hope and goal is to get this one to like maybe 60, and then I'll save the 61 to 70 runs for after. You could use the second file to farm Aether Pool. Yeah, that's my plan. That's my plan. I'm hoping to just take this as far as I can comfortably take it right now. And I'm still pretty happy with how these floors feel with this Aether Pool. I don't feel all that far behind. I safetied this, right? Yeah, I did. I'm just gonna grab this coffer, check what it is. Strength right before boss. That's what I'm talking about, baby. I'm probably gonna frailty again, too. I don't think I can stun you. I can. Ow. Okay. No, it was an overcapped strength, so I was able to just use it. Very delayed, but you've seen Baldur's Gate 3, August 3rd, 2023, and Sea of Stars to August 31st. Yeah, okay, I haven't done a non-14 stream in a very long time. Okay, Gozum is the one that I died to because I didn't get far enough away from the proximity because I wasn't paying attention, so... Paying attention this time, and I get to steal just in case I make a mistake. It's not getting enough frailty, though. I remember the next floor set boss I can vaguely remember from when I used to do Heaven on High. I think the next floor set is the one with all of the staves, right? I need to make sure I am looking away and I'm not making mistakes with that again. We take the boss slow and carefully. Let's not underestimate it this far in. Yeah, the gaze is the thing that killed me last time. It was that gaze into the proximity. You did post 51 to 60 female. Okay, thank you. I'd rather have the blades on than the dropping the 2 bits of Gnashing Fang combo. I'm fine with that. 50-60 Nagas suck, avoid Nagas. Okay. It's the worst part of this. Okay, gotcha. Buh, 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 buh. You come to me. I'm not making the same mistake. I'm not dying to the same boss twice. I'm letting it happen. All telegraphs can be assumed to be lethal. Nagas have an instant kill. What the heck is that spot? Did you see that? What the heck? Why were they all on top of each other? Okay, sure. Okay, the boss was confused. Yeah, I think I'm the confused one, really. That's good confusion tactics. It was a question mark. Oh my god, it really was. Okay, a gold halo set. You know what? Sounds pretty good to me. Okay, we're 65. I think, honestly, maybe I don't go 60. I think I'm gonna go do the level grind for now and try and get my Aetherpool gear up. Confederate Appraiser. Take a look at my golden haloed sack. Is it good? Yes? Oh, Orchestrion roll? Man, this game really likes to just shove everything back into my face as much as it possibly can, huh? Okay. I'll take it. I'm not gonna say no. Ah! Oh my god! What? Look at it! What? Oh my god, look at the little baby! Oh, baby bunny. This Halo is actually the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. I'm using Lakshmi with the little bunny. With the bunny. With the bunny baby. With the bunny baby. I don't care about your mini roulette. I'm summoning them anyway. Actually, no, I will do the mini roulette. Maybe we get lucky. Actually, no. We get the bite-sized pudding. Absolutely tragic. Rabbit foot for luck? Oh, mate. You're going on the favorites. The both. Everybody's in the favorites. You get to be favorites. Look at the baby. Oh, what a better baby. What a baby. What are we naming it, chat? The bunny gets a name. Lakshmi does not. Soup. Fran, Carlo, Aaron. Oh, Aaronville's a pretty funny name, honestly. Our very own Aaron. Ted. Bo. Okay, pretty good. Pretty good. I think. Could name it Peter. Peter Rabbit. I kind of love that actually. I think we love Aaronville, but I also kind of like Peter Rabbit. Dinner? No! No! How dare you? How dare. Okay, I'm probably gonna... We'll think about it for a bit. I'm thinking maybe... John Final Fantasy. That's a pretty good name, honestly. Dr. Hops! Oh my god. Soloing Way. No, okay, that's okay, yes. Yeah, I'm going with that one. Soloing Way or Solo Way. We're gonna figure that out. We're gonna pick between Soloing Way and Solo Way, and then that's definitely the name. Yeah. Yeah. Also, speaking of, you know what I've been completely forgetting about? Chat. YouTube chat, I have some free memberships. I completely forgot that I was just able to do that. Please enjoy your free memberships. I hope you're lucky enough to win. Congratulations. Congratulations. Oh, masterpiece. Solo Way does sound better. Yeah, I think Solo Way sounds better than Soloing Way. But yes, definitely, either one are perfect. I think I'm gonna go Solo Way just because it's a little bit quicker. A little less syllables. So we've got our very own little Solo Way. Wow. I love you. Okay, with that in mind, I will return to you your minion roulette. You get a second one for free. Goodbye, Solo Way. It's good to see you. And now we spam 21 to 30. This is the run. This one right here. I did this from floor 1, right? I entered this at floor 1. We're good. I could just live that life and we're fine. Well, let your shoes have holes in them. Oh, my mistake. I must fix the shoes. Shoes to be fixed. Congratulations. Yeah, let's start on floor 1. Okay. So that one is the perfect run, and then this one is the one that we are spamming for Aether Pool and for levels. I still need to get to 69 today so that I can use my Wondrous Tail and get to 70. 21 to 30, if I'm just doing 21 to 30, I can use every pomander as I get it, so it'll go a lot faster. Which means 21 to 30 for a bit. It should also get us a good bit of Aether Pool. Burr, 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 burr. Ow. Hey. Hey. You're not allowed to blind me. How dare you? Also, should you get a snack if you're grinding this much? I have yet to eat anything today, but I was planning on maybe ordering like a pizza or something. Someone turn on the unregistered hypercam. Oh, my mistake. Unfortunately, the stream does like to do this every once in a while. Let me just double check if there's anything I could do. Oh, that's for both sides. It should all be that's dying, right? Yeah, everybody's dying a little bit, but at least we're still alive. Wow, it was really struggling. Oh my god. Okay. If that's the case, Really spicy now? Yeah, it's looking like it's gonna be pretty rough for the rest of it. Okay, if that's the case, I'm probably gonna do maybe a quick fix if I can manage it. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, this is likely just gonna stick around for a little too long. I don't think there's gonna be a recovery for this. Unfortunate as that may be. So, as soon as I move to get it died. Okay, yeah, this is a magical. Okay, fine. Fine. I'll call it here then. Because it looks like I fully dropped Twitch there. Okay, yeah, Twitch fully dropped. So, I'm gonna say that my internet has decided we don't get to play the video game anymore. And with that, I guess I'll see you later, game. We have the infinite load screen. My OBS does not like me anymore. We're recovered. Hold on. Now that I'm not here. Okay. No, it did just full die. That's fine. YouTube survived. YouTube is the scary one. So, okay. Hello, everybody. It was great to see you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. But, yeah, there's no internet. So, it says you aren't live, but I can still hear you. Well, good enough. That's fine. Okay, goodbye. I'll see you. Goodbye. Have a good one. Bye-bye. We'll see you later. Bye. Have a good day. But, yeah, is the stream? Yeah, yeah, okay, bye. Okay.